Next up, at UFC 296, we have the main event of the evening. We have the fight that Leon Edwards said would never happen. He insisted, I'm not fighting Colby Covington. Take my belt away. I'm not going to fight Colby. He hasn't earned it. And here we are. He's fighting Colby Covington. It's not even in England. He's coming to America to fight Colby Covington at home. Leon Edwards, 21-3 overall, 4-0-1 in his last 5. He's coming off his first title defense. He's taking on Colby Covington, 17-3 overall, 3-2 in his last 5. Both of those losses were to Kamaru Usman. We know these guys by now, right? Leon Edwards, a very, very solid striker. Overall, well-rounded guy, but a very good striker. He's got great body kicks, nice boxing, nice wrestling as well. He averages about 1 takedown per fight, a little more than that. And he was able to take down Nate Diaz 4 times. He took down Kamaru Usman once in that first title fight, bodied him. Pretty good everywhere. He's got great cardio, solid fight IQ, and he's coming off his second win in a row over Kamaru Usman. I think he lost that fight, but they gave it to him. I am definitely the minority in that situation. Nobody agrees with me. I'm not going to die on that hill. People don't agree with me. That's totally fine. Taking on Colby Covington. This guy is basically, we broke down Bryce Mitchell. He's basically Bryce Mitchell in his determination to wrestle, but he has very high-level wrestling credentials, and he's got good striking. He will come forward. He will strike nonstop, shoot takedowns, strike, shoot takedowns, strike, shoot takedowns. The numbers he's put up striking are incredible. He landed 179 strikes on Robbie Lawler, had 10 takedowns in that fight. When he fought Rafael Dos Anjos, he had 100 significant strikes, 3 takedowns, and that's what won him the interim title. You're going to hear former interim champion of the world. Nonstop pace. Incredible pressure from Colby Covington. Normally, I would lean Colby. You're going to give me a nonstop wrestler. Kobe? I don't. The L is gone. Just like Chipotle. I don't say Chipotle. I have an issue with L's. Okay, and it's probably a speech impediment, and it's not nice to make fun of people for things they can't help.
You think you'd be used to them?
Anyway, Colby is normally the type of guy I would love to pick or bet on here, right? A non-stop wrestler fighting a striker from another country. That's like, boom, give me the American wrestler 10 out of 10 times. Not this time, though. I am going to go Leon Edwards here. I think Leon is just getting better at a much faster pace than Colby. I don't know if Colby's actually getting better. I think he's just so good at forward pressure and wrestling and staying busy that he's just doing well with that. And he hasn't fought in a year and a half. He was attacked, and I'm not making fun of him here. He was attacked by Jorge Masvidal in a restaurant, but then he sued him and said he has brain injury. I have brain damage from that. Well, how the hell are you in a fight for a title right now? You have brain damage. I just think this is Leon Edwards' time. I think Colby's time was when he had those 2 spectacular fights against Kamaru Usman. That has passed. I think Leon's going to win this fight. I think he can defend at least a couple of those takedowns. He's going to be the much, much better striker. He got taken down in his last fight a couple times, still won that decision. I think it's more the same. Obviously, Colby's younger, faster, not beat up like Kamaru Usman, but I don't think any of that matters. I'm going to pick Leon here, but 0 bets whatsoever in this fight. This is a great fight. I'm looking forward to just watching it and not being pissed if something doesn't go my way. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Listen, I don't think there was a bigger Leon fan in the world than me. Would you agree, Angelo? I mean, I was one of the only people.
$2,000 on him.
I was one of the only people that picked Leon against Usman in the first fight, right? Got that Hail Mary head kick. We went crazy. I was all in Angelo's face. Suck these nuts. He was sitting on the couch, embarrassed because you were the whole fight, you were like, oh, nice pick. And then boom, that was a great moment. That was a great night because you did suck the nuts. So then going into the rematch, so he was my lock of the week, right? Leon's one of the only people, one of the rare people to be lock of the week twice and be 2-0. I think he's the only person that's been 2-0 as lock of the week. I then doubled down when everyone said, oh my God, Leon was getting smoked. You said it too. Leon was getting smoked for 4.5 rounds. The rematch, Usman's going to come in and fucking dominate him. And I said, no, he was tired from the altitude. He showed he can defend the takedowns. And on the feet, Usman cannot hang with this guy. So I doubled down. I put thousands of dollars on Leon, lock of the week in that rematch. He came out on top. that fight was a lot closer than it should have been. I mean, that fight was a lot closer than it should have been. And the reason why it was a lot closer than it should have been, because Leon just kind of hangs out, man. When you pressure him and you get him against the fence, he just kind of hangs out. Great takedown defense. I'm not going to argue. He's got really good takedown defense. Can you take him down? Yeah, you can take him down. But typically, you take him down, he gets to his knees, he gets back to his feet. No problem with that, right? I'm not going to argue that he's going to defend some takedowns versus Colby. But he hangs out on the fence, and he lets you hang on your legs, or on his legs. You can hang on his legs. And Usman is a type of wrestler where Usman will hang out in the striking, right? He's comfortable with the striking. He's a good striker. He's got power. He can knock people out. He'll hang out with the striking, mix in a takedown. He is a single-shot wrestler. He takes his shot. He either gets it or he doesn't. He will kind of hang on your feet or hang on your legs a little bit, but he's not going to hang out there, right? He doesn't want to gas himself. He's comfortable enough to get back to space, maybe exchange striking a little bit, maybe then take another strike, or just kind of work in the striking. Colby's not that dude. Colby, when he is facing strikers, he will shoot, he will get on your legs, and he will fucking stay there. And if you are a person that is going to hang out on the fence, on your back against the fence, and let people hang on you and until they make up their mind that they want to get back to space, guess what? Against Colby, you fucking lost. You lost. You're losing the fight because Colby is going to chain wrestle. Usman is a single shot wrestler. We'll get back to space. Colby is going to stay on your hips. Double, single, double, single. He is going to stay there, and he is nonstop. Not only is he nonstop normally, guess what Colby's been doing for the last few weeks, last couple months, whatever it is. He's been at altitude training. So now we have Colby, already crazy cardio, nonstop wrestling. Now all of a sudden he's going to be even better shape. Nonstop wrestling. He is going to win this fight in one of the most boring fights we have ever seen in a UFC title fight. And I'm being serious about this. He knows this is his opportunity. He knows this is his shot. And this is a very good shot he has because Leon is so lackadaisical. There is zero sense of urgency to get back to space. And even when Leon gets back to space in close rounds, there is zero sense of urgency for him to win rounds. You never see Leon pushing forward. Oh, I got to win this round. He just kind of hangs out. And you can't hang out against Colby because you're going to lose rounds. You're going to lose minutes. And Leon is not a powerful guy. I think he's got 8 or 9 decisions in the UFC. I know he's got that head kick, but he just kind of pop shots people. So all this like, oh, Leon's going to knock him out type of stuff, I don't see it. I think Colby's going to come in, knows this is opportunity. He doesn't care how the fuck he wins. He wants that belt. He will make this the most boring fight you have ever seen and just grind and grind and grind for 25 fucking minutes. He's going to hold that belt up, get on the mic, and act like he just got a first-round knockout and call out Islam or somebody crazy. Colby's going to win this fight because Leon just doesn't have the sense of urgency to get off the fence or win rounds. Colby's going to grind his ass and win this fight.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I love about not betting on this fight, honestly, because I can just watch it. And if that's what happens, I'm not going to be all in my feels, upset. I can't believe the safety parlay broke. None of that. I'm looking forward to this fight. I agree. Everything you just said, I agree that could happen. The only, and that was my gut, like, oh, you know I love picking my wrestlers. The only reason I didn't go that route is it's been a year and a half. And if you remember when he fought George Masvidal, yeah, he out-wrestled whatever. He got cracked hard. I don't remember what round it was, but he got blasted.
He went to a knee and went straight back up. Didn't affect him.
Boom, I get it. But that was Jorge Masvidal, where I think you think Leon, you're right, doesn't have a million knockouts, but I think Leon does hit very hard. And I think if that same strike landed from Leon and he'll put the pressure on, he'll sense the blood in the water because he can be lazy, not lazy, but he can be a little too laissez-faire.
Yeah, Leon's good in space. If Colby for whatever reason stays at space, he's going to lose this fight. There's no question. I'm not trying to convince people that Colby's a better Leon probably is the better overall fighter. But Colby's just so fucking relentless.
Yeah,
and he knows
wrestling.
Yeah, he knows he's got to close the distance, and he's got good enough striking to close the distance. And Leon isn't really a guy like Sean O'Malley. Like Sean O'Malley with the Aljo thing, he's good with the step-offs and boom, and he's got big nights. Leon is just kind of backs up. Oh, he's against the fence. He's not like those big, powerful shots down the middle when he's backing up. Good in space. I don't think Colby's going to give him that space, man.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. The comment section is always funny. And this is how you know you have a good matchup. Half the comments were like, Leon Edwards has no chin whatsoever. Nate Diaz rocked him. Period. End of story. Colby's going to knock him out. The other comments are George Masvidal dropped Colby, broke his jaw. Colby's soft. Leon's going to knock him out. It's literally everybody's making the exact same point on the opposite sides. It's just funny to watch, and that's how you know it's a good matchup.
Yeah, and the craziest argument I've seen is Leon beat Usman twice, and Colby lost to Usman twice. So therefore, Leon, because Leon was getting steamrolled in the first fight. Colby has won multiple rounds off of Usman. He's probably won more rounds off of Usman than Leon has, right? I mean, Leon lost 4 rounds in the first fight, lost 2 rounds lost 2 rounds in whatever. He's probably won more rounds against Usman, and I honestly thought he beat Usman in that second fight. I mean, that was a close fight. I thought he beat Usman in that second fight. So that whole argument of Leon beat Usman and Colby lost to Usman, therefore, don't do that, guys.
No.
If you want to pick Leon, I get it, but don't do that.
I'm picking Leon because I do believe in I forget what announcer said it. It's like a new thing over the last year or so that once you become champ, you get 30% better just by having the belt. I do believe in that. And Leon has looked just a little bit better. And I just feel like Colby's going to be the type of guy, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. I don't think he'll ever become a champion, and he'll always be like the second best guy in the world. But again, no bet on this fight. I'm just looking forward to watching it. Jacob does have a bet on this fight. Jacob placed this bet
March.
Like 6 months ago.
No, 8 months ago. It was in March. It literally was in March. The second that the odds dropped, I was like, yeah, give me that. And like I said, I'm not a Leon hater at all. I'm very high on Leon, but he should have smoked Usman in that rematch, that title rematch, in my opinion, at home. The home fans, and I mean, the sense of urgency he had in front of the home fans in a close fight, that shouldn't have been a close fight. He defended a lot of the takedowns, and it still was a close fight because he's just hanging out, man. There's no sense of urgency with this guy. Even in that first fight, his corner's like, we got to go, Leon. What are we doing? And he's able to find it, and it was a big moment. But even in the second fight, it's like, Leon, come on. I was watching that fight being like, Leon, I mean, these rounds are closer than they should be. You got to do something, buddy.
Well, they just gave Andre Muniz a decision with just a bunch of wet blanket takedowns, and that exact same thing could happen here. Either way, this is a great fight. DraftKings wise, if you're gonna play one of them, you probably got to go Colby. $8,000 has 5 rounds to get all those takedowns in. Leon Edwards at $8,200. It's gonna be defending takedowns and landing some strikes. That's what it's gonna be. If you think he can finish Colby, then certainly. But if you think it's really gonna be like his last fight, when he beat Usman, it could look like that. I got to see what he scored in that, but $8,000 on Colby, especially if you're as confident as Jacob is, I mean, that's the discount of the century. And if you want to check out all the DraftKings plays, the optimizers, the tools, the picks, the bets, and everything else, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Before you go, don't forget about the giveaway. We're giving away $1,000. It is 100% free to enter. All you need to do is subscribe to the We Want Picks YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Picks Nation YouTube channel. That's our second channel. And then comment on the giveaway video. The links to do that are below. If we hit our goals right here, 20,000 on We Want Picks, 10,000 on Picks Nation. If we hit those goals before 2023, we're going to give away $500 to any random person. If you happen to be a premium member, $1,000. We're only a couple. We should hit 20,000 this week. We should. It's a pay-per-view week.
We're close, yeah.
Subscribe,
guys. Come on, man.
Week. We're not far away.
Pump
we should.
It up. Yeah. Pump up the numbers. Like the stream. Subscribe. Become a premium member. Pump it up to the Bama. What a gato.
Do you think anybody in Brazil talks like that? Like, do you think they have their version of a male Valley girl?
The way I speak Portuguese, you would think that I was tudo bem.
Oh, yeah, right.
Anyway,
we should hit the 20,000 number any day now on We Want Picks. It's Picks Nation that's going to need a little bit of a push. Again, it's free. It takes you fewer than 2 minutes to click, comment, and you're good to go.
Click.
And don't forget, become a premium member. You're going to unlock tools like the detailed data, metrics, and analytics, the line movement tracker. You're going to get the DraftKings Optimizer that builds 150 lineups for you. You're also going to get far more than just me and Handsome Jake here. You're going to get the MMA Minute. This guy has 30,000 followers on TikTok. You're going to get Running Mouth MMA. There's 3 of them giving you picks, bets, insight. You're going to get Artem breaking down far more than just UFC. That 3-week break, I will have my UFC picks and bets and everything else up.
Same.
So will Artem. But Artem will have the other events during that time span as well. And then we have the Pick Doctor, who is he is a neurophysicist who developed an AI, and the AI is picking fights based solely off of historical data. All of that and so much more available to you right now. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Any last words for the great people that watched us instead of Monday Night Football?
We appreciate you guys, man. It's been a journey, and we appreciate all the viewers. And Lock of the Week should be pretty fun this week.
Let's hope so. Thanks for the watch.